Quick story. A girl and a guy met and fall for each other. They both love music, so decide to work together. And they were pretty good at it. Now on the surface, everything looked perfect. But oh, the stress of the city. So they decided otherwise. They packed up and left for the countryside. And that's where we meet this family, raising their children, growing their own food and their business together, on a quest to find a new normal and a new sense of happiness. And if you're looking for the same thing, then join us and we can unpack this thing called life together. Where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. I'm Shamel Olwago, my husband's Amondi Olwago, and together we are Nile, Ochi. And this is Z-Quest. Hello and welcome to another episode of Z-Quest. We're happy to have you back. And if it's your first time, welcome.
So,
what's up today?
Nothing much. It's hot.
By the way,
it's hot.
There's a fan in the back, all right?
Yeah.
So if that's what you hear, it's just so we don't melt during this episode. That's what this is for.
So it's a bit hot today.
Climate change, what can you do?
Yeah, well, we were warned.
Yeah.
So anyway, no point to complain, innit? That's why we've got some water here. We'll be alright.
Yeah, if it doesn't evaporate before the end.
Probably we will. Anyway, do you know what?
Go.
So what's up this week?
What with me?
Do you know what? I was going to start talking about what we were going to talk about, but that's going to take some time. So I'm just like,
All right, what's up this week?
So what's up this week first?
I feel like I'm a full-fledged farmer now. I am harvesting all the food in the garden with you.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be having fresh vegetables, fresh kale, fresh
everything,
runner beans, everything.
So basically, what was our biggest success up to now?
This
what
year,
would you say? Yeah.
This year in the garden.
Yeah. Not the potatoes.
Oh, the potatoes. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, we had that.
We had the blight.
The blight. So what happened? We actually planted our potatoes with our tomatoes, and what that does.
That's not what we did though. They were volunteer tomatoes in our defense.
Yeah, but we left them.
We should have pulled them out.
And because they both notoriously suffer from blight, which means that if one catches it, then you can bet the whole area will be just riddled with it. So,
I'm so upset with ourselves because I'm just like, you fool! You should have known.
Yeah, but it's
no, we've been warned. We've been warned.
Listen, yeah, but they still say no. What you want to do is
yeah, but they say except for tomatoes with potatoes though.
Did they say that?
Sometimes they do. Come on.
Jesus didn't say that.
No, I'm saying it because I'm like, sometimes what I've learned from it is don't be too greedy. It's not as if we didn't have any tomatoes. Like we have like 20 tomato plants planted around the garden.
That wasn't the problem. The thing is,
should have pulled them up.
Do you know what it is? It's when when you are into permaculture, they tell you basically you have to mix and match ready. You have to have different cultivars.
But then there's a science to it, so you can't just mix and match anything. Some things don't go together.
But you know what? To be fair, we actually the actual potatoes we ordered, they were blight resistant.
Oh, were they?
They were.
That failed.
But you know when they said that, it doesn't mean because they say blight resistance that they can't catch it. It's just that they won't catch it as fast as
Well, then at least we got about 3 kilos up to now. I think the rest of the bed's going to have about 5-10 kilos, so that'll be all right.
Maybe, yeah. It's just a bit of disappointment, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Because it's like about a tenth of what we're expecting.
Yeah. But it is what it is, and we will learn for next year. This is the thing about when you do gardening. It's like it's lessons. The lessons that you learn in gardening is very much show like the lessons that you're going to learn for life. Like I was saying, like I was picking the berries. It was like I went out in the evening, late evening to pick berries because I just didn't have the time in the day. And like the sun was going down and I kind of found it hard to kind of see what berries I was picking.
Yeah.
So I know that, grosso modo, these colour ones are good. Yeah?
Yeah.
But after a while, you can't see.
No, it don't look nonsense. Everything look red.
Everything looks ripe.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, when I got back in, I was like, some of these aren't ripe.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, everything looks ripe in the moonlight.
Yeah, that's not a good idea to go out there.
Yeah, it's like going in a club and saying you're going to find the love of your life. And they look amazing in the club. Like, A1. You get out.
Blue light.
They're like D+.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Look, but I must admit, what would you say? What would you say is the best success so far?
The haricot vert.
Yeah.
The haricots, the runner beans, the bush beans.
So yeah, French beans, isn't it?
The French beans, yeah, they've been good. They've been good. Like, they've been no effort. We put them in. We didn't even water them. Like, after about the first week, we didn't touch them.
No, that's true.
And now I've got to go today and still take another thing. We've literally had 3 yields from them.
Yeah.
And they've all been like 2-3 kilos a time. And they've still got so much on them.
They were really like we say in French, croquant.
Yeah, they were crispy.
Nice,
they were nice. They were juicy. It was nice.
Just very green.
Yeah, like nothing.
Green and,
Yeah. So I'd say it's that. But then no, the raspberries. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
We literally get a kilo of raspberries a day. We actually are raspberry rich. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
It's true though.
We are raspberry billionaires. I don't know what else to say. This is the way we live. This is how we live.
It is what it is.
We're raspberry rich.
Yeah.
We just out here, raspberries for days, for months now. We've got enough in the freezer. We have done tarts. We've got enough for jams. Every day is like a kilo.
How many bushes do we have so far, approximately? How much is that?
6.
6?
But 2 of them are baby bushes. But those 4?
So hang on a minute, we've got more than 6, no?
No.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
No, we've got that new patch.
That's what I said.
It's way more than, because there's about 5 in that new patch.
Yeah, but they're going to be one bush. Let's not try and
they're going to be
play
massive
games.
after a while.
We're going to have to rally it, because I'm telling you right now, if it gets to the size of that mammoth one, we're going to have a problem. We're just going to have a raspberry garden. Who's got time for that?
So literally it's like one text, but at the moment the biggest one we have is like 6 foot by 6 foot. No, more than that. Probably more than 6 foot.
Just go by meters. You're terrible at foot.
That's it.
Yeah.
3 meters.
You never did. You never learnt imperial, did you? You didn't have to here.
No.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah, but I know that 6 foot, and I know approximately what it is. It's actually more. It's about double that.
Yeah, of course it is. It's about 3 meters by 3 meters.
Yeah, 3 meters by 3 meters.
It's 9 meters squared. It's a massive.
Yeah, it's big. It's a big one.
Yeah.
Big beast. That was actually one bush.
Yeah, that's one bush.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm happy about it.
I would say I have to go for the corn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the corn, like amazing.
Okay. Yeah, we did corn. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
So like literally.
Fine. Corn. Yeah. All right.
Anyway, so that being said,
yeah,
I want to talk about internet, the Tinternet.
What about the Tinternet?
Well, about the Tinternet. So here's my question.
Yeah, go on.
Is internet a black hole where everything gets sucked in, or a growing star that could implode on itself if untamed?
Wow. Firstly, your question. Okay.
What would you say?
What are my choices again? Give it to me.
Is internet a black hole where everything gets sucked in forever? Okay.
Yeah,
or a growing star that could implode on itself if untamed?
a growing star that could implode on itself if untamed.
Okay. And what would you say that?
I'd say that because as much as sometimes you feel that the internet is something like, which I believe that to be true, however, about social media.
Okay.
I do, because I feel like it gets to a point where if you haven't got enough followers or whatever, you could basically be screaming into the darkness. Nobody's really going to pick it up and hear you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an unheardness thing here. Internet's still in a place where you can pay your way to be seen. Mm-hmm. So there leaves that.
Can you really?
Yeah, up to a certain amount. You can.
Okay.
So I believe that it's kind of like, but it needs to be tamed because it's a wild, wild west out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you say needs to be tamed, you're talking about it's like some things we absolutely need to do, or if it improves like along the way, we're going to need to keep a tap on it.
We're definitely going to need to keep a tap on it. But this is the problem. I feel like regulations never stay up to date with the actual times that they're set for. So they're bringing in regulations now about, for example, this new bill that they've got going on in America.
Yeah, can you explain a bit? Because I know what you're talking about, but I'm sure
they have the new bill, the infrastructure bill that they're trying to pass, and as a small part of it, like they just thought that they would slip in a part that was trying to cover regulation for cryptocurrency.
Yeah, true.
You know, we're big crypto fans over here, so we were like, what? Even though we don't live there, we know knock-on effect in it.
Yeah, of course.
And the people who are making these laws know nothing about crypto. The people who are making these laws just about probably, and this is me just giving them the benefit of the doubt, can wrap their head around the idea of what the internet is.
But don't you think that's them trying to tame it, like trying to regulate?
You can only tame something
for the better, though,
if you know what that something is. That's like me saying, all right, well, you know what? I've tamed a cat before. There's a tiger over there. No, there's a tiger.
No, it's actually...
I got this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Don't worry. I got this.
Go on.
And everyone else is sitting there like, do you?
Do you? Yeah.
That's what that is.
Go into the tiger.
It's like you kind of know, but you're missing the bigger picture here. And you're not really equipped to make these type of decisions because you aren't even informing yourself about it. Yeah. And I feel the same thing about social media. So every time they come out with a regulation, it's reactive. It's reactive, and even then the reaction's slow. Like if this was an actual like a boxing match, they'd get dusted up, right? They would be dusted up right now.
Yeah, that's true.
They would have taken so many hits because it's like, hang on a minute, you are way behind. Like there's still not any laws against stalking someone on the internet. Yeah. There's still not any laws against stalking anyone, but that's another one. But there's still not any laws against revenge porn.
No, there's no. That's really true. But then some would say that as far as revenge porn, internet, is there, but that could have been something that you've seen whether you have internet or not. All it takes someone taking picture of somebody they were with and then trying to pass it on to people.
Yeah, they can pass it on, but it's the speed of which.
Yeah, true.
It's still a tool that facilitated that crime.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yes, it in itself is not. It's like everything can be a weapon.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so there's rules and regulations to help it so that in certain settings it can't be used as such.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you go to the store and you buy a knife, but from the supermarket. Yeah. It comes in a whole casing and everything. You got to ask people to come out and get. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. I understand exactly what you're saying when you're saying that.
And you got to be careful with the way you regulate things because if the wrong people are regulating them,
that's true.
Then it will be rendered obsolete. And what they might end up doing is cutting down the potential of the good it could do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I see what you mean.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. It's and still missing the pinpoint of actually, securing what it is they think that they're going to be protecting.
But would you say, because obviously you see it then as a going star that potentially can be brilliant, funny enough, no pun intended. But I'm just saying, it could be also a black hole. Like where you feel, because we're talking about social media, and when you create an account, whatever you post there, it's not yours anymore. It's like it's gone. It's there, but it's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
gone. And then it's out of your control.
Yeah.
and never to be seen again. Because even if you like shut down the account, it seems that it's still there.
It's still there. But then is that a black hole? Black holes, you can't see anything. This is like...
Can you see it if you switch off your account? Because...
Yes, you can.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you've got...
It's who else can see it.
Yeah.
You can't access your account.
No, but okay, so if you talk about imagery, I understand. Talking about data, informations, certain things you've now provided, given away, and get stored, whether you want it or not, get somewhere on a server that is used now by somebody else or an algorithm, that now it's nobody else will see that, because the majority of the people won't use that into the benefit. You see what I'm saying?
See, the thing is, it still comes down to like mechanical rights and ownership of one's data.
Yeah.
One's data still needs to be classed under their mechanical rights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As if I'd write a song.
Yes. You
see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And I would need some sort of rights back in accordance to that.
True.
Especially if it was used for whatever it was used by.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was used by one person who's got the link or 1,000 people. I don't care. I still need the permission, and I own the masters. Like, we should be owning the masters right now.
Well, yeah, if you relate it to music or a movie or a piece of art, if it's like a photography, or if it's some sort of digital artistry, that I understand. But when it comes down to data, your preferences, your habits, there is no right to it. Yet.
And those are the things that I believe that the regulation should be looking into. The loopholes.
Yeah.
Close up the loopholes. You mean, it's like if someone says, okay, like about 15 years ago, someone writing a tweet about you and bullying you was unheard of.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it was like, what's a tweet?
Yeah, true.
And now you could be bullied via tweet.
It's very funny though.
But if you don't even understand the concept of Twitter and the concept of how powerful it is as an instrument to be able to influence other people or get them involved into something, good or for bad, then you kind of don't know how to regulate that. You see what I'm saying? It just comes down to the inadequacies of the regulators.
Yeah, I actually find it really funny that through a piece of text, look at it for what it is. Someone can be under attack. We would have never thought that before. That was possible. Like,
what do you mean?
Well, look, you're texting something.
I thought you meant text as in the text of the writing of the law, not text as in like a SMS.
I'm talking about literally like the keyboard is your weapon.
Yeah.
And it's, who would have thought? So potentially.
But then, hey, I'll tell you who would have thought. There's an old saying, and it says that the pen is mightier than the sword.
You know what? You're right. Yes.
We've been the writing's on the wall,
that's
but
true.
We think we're young and popping and we're new.
But then if you really are honest, babe, they're saying this in the context of someone's freedom. That's usually when they were saying this. It's like to say that true freedom is basically being able to convey information, but in writing, because like we knew that over the centuries, whatever's written have the tendency to get passed on, and then people can get some information. Hence why we know about the demise of the Roman Empire.
Yeah,
that's through text, writing, and also of things. So,
but it can also be seen as the pen is mightier than the sword, i.e., you can cut a man and kill him, but haven't you killed him if you use text to sully his character? That defamation.
However, you can burn the books.
Yeah, but it's more than that. Imagine I'm somebody like the idea of this Bridgerton. Yeah, the idea about Bridgerton is that it's a gossip column.
Yeah.
And someone's going around writing all this gossip about people anonymously.
Yeah.
And spilling all the tea.
True.
Isn't that what this whole WikiLeaks thing is about? Someone writ something, spilled all the tea, and literally undone a whole load of situations. Every time receipts are shown, it could take down people way more than a threat to their physical being.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's
true.
how you you cut a man, you kill him. You you write something that's gonna be, that defamates his character and his whole entire like company and everything he stands for. He stays alive and he doesn't eat.
Yeah, it's character assassination.
Yeah,
literally. No, that's true. That's true. What I think speech as well is powerful,
of course. I think sure. I definitely think that's a part of it. I just think that's the other side of it as well. When they were saying, and that's how I think. Well, yeah, that's true. So we should have kind of thought about that. Now you're going to let and I even thought about the concept like back in the day. I was like, okay, so what's this Twitter thing? I remember P. Diddy was doing it at the beginning when he was called P. Diddy at the time. I don't know what name he's using right now. Okay. I don't know.
Freedom of speech, all right?
He does whatever he wants. Let me know. Not via Twitter because I'm not on it.
You started already.
It's whatever. It's whatever you want. At the end of the day, I was just like, okay, what is this thing? Okay, so it's a message board. You just write up anything and then it's just there.
Yeah, you didn't like the concept of that.
I was like, that's going to cause problems for people who have verbal diarrhea. And what did he do?
Since we had Facebook, everything was possible after that.
Yeah.